smile shines as bright as the stars at night. Her heart is as kind as can be. She has the patience of a saint, but if you push her, oh Lord, straight talker is smiling. She's the salt of the earth. Make no mistake, she matters. Catch Miley's story on a live stream. Oh boy, that girl can matter. Go Smiley, she's smiling, alright. She's smiling, make no mistake while she's here. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. Missing posters and stories of heartache and fear. She tells us all of the heartbreaking tears. She can sniff out the guilty from a mile away. Smiley's on the case, and she's here to stay. She cares about these missing children. She cares deeply about them all. She speaks the truth with integrity for the truth. She will seek it all. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. Make no mistake while she's here. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your face. Smiley's questions are like a heat-seeking missile. She's going straight for the bullseye. Don't ever believe you can fool her. She's too wise, man. She won't comply. She values freedom like the 4th of July. She values respect even more. If you want to earn a place at Smiley's table, watch the clock. It takes time for sure. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. Make no mistake why she's here. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. If you break her trust, you're done for. Trust don't grow back like grass. So don't give Smiley a reason to doubt you, or the friendship will shatter like glass. She's a damn good woman, that much we know. She puts in the hours to bring the kids home. If your child is missing, you will Smiley on the case. She is always willing and she gives so much grace. She's a Smiley, alright. She's a Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. If you're guilty, you better feel fear.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Dee. Hello. It is going to be a good day. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Kimberly, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa B. Always. Coffee Bar Lady. Mona. SL. Hello, Shorty. Welcome, welcome. Mama, hello. Brown Eyes Girl. Hello, Ann. Good morning, Guidance. Hello, I am so glad to see all of you in here this morning. Troopers Mom, good morning, sunshine to you. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. It's already April 8th, 2024 on Tuesday. Are y'all believing that? Where is this time going? Where indeed? Gosh, used to it would be time flies when you're having fun, but now it's just time is flying. Yours is dragging, but it won't let you hit the like button. Oh, go out and maybe come back in. Maybe you just need to refresh. Oh, the trash trucks went past. Hey, angel of light. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. I got up early this morning and I thought I would come on here and bring some light to this case because they are asking anybody that may be a victim to come forward. It's always something. You can't trust anyone. You can't trust anyone. You know, we had a case similar to this here, and I actually knew the people, work with the people, and I just want to say this. 11 years. I even sat down and broke bread with the people many, many, many times. They had babies. The mom proceeded to be, and if you're from here, you will definitely know who I'm talking about. It was in the news. They got all arrested, all the things. The mom had she didn't have no YouTube or anything, but she, got on Facebook and she rocked her babies and did all the things. And, they were so involved with the church. Good morning, everybody coming in. And, they both worked at the same place I did for like 11 years. Or actually more than that. I think they were there longer than I was. And they were so involved with the church here. And all the things. He was a coach for a team. Then they lived out in Southport, and they always did the Christmas play, was involved in, hell, I even think he played Jesus in the Easter, not Christmas, maybe it was Christmas and Easter play every year. Just all the things. And then the next thing a couple years back, maybe, I don't know, hell, it's been maybe, since I've been on here, maybe 4 or 5 years, 5 years maybe. They still might be fighting it. I don't know. I hadn't checked lately. They have all they went in and busted in on them for all the things, for the computer things. You know what I'm talking about. And it was a big thing. Minds were blown in this whole town. Let me just say that. Minds were blown in this whole entire town. Yeah, that part. And, yeah. So you just can't trust anybody. Miss Ann, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hey, R. Taylor. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody coming in. Let me see who else coming in. Let me see. Yeah, Miss Ann, that's tough. I sure wouldn't want to be in your shoes, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I haven't missed anybody. R. Taylor, also, I hope that your son is doing better as well. But yeah, all the things. Let me see here. Okay, got it. All right. So, yeah, you just can't trust anybody, to say the very least. So I wanted to, good morning, Annabella Honeys. Good morning. Good morning. So I just wanted to come on here, not that I'm going to be on here very long, but I did come across this and I wanted to, he's going to see a neurologist tomorrow. Oh, well, many prayers, many prayers. But I did want to put some light to this case. There's this man that is 43 years old, and he murdered this 14-year-old child. He was his soccer coach. And many of you, wait, what? Good morning. And many of you may have been following this case or saw this case. But the thing is, you can't trust anyone with your kids, and it's sad. And there was a press conference put out on this guy. They've arrested him. And this man is or was a youth travel coach. And he had no criminal history. No criminal history. Although they did look at him before, and you'll see this. But they're praying and hoping that more victims will come forward. They do believe there is more victims. And the thing is, they were asked, do they think there's missing kids involved? And they're not ruling out any of that off the table. No, they're not ruling out anything. They're urging all victims to speak up no matter what, no matter how embarrassing. They know it's embarrassing. They're even going as far as to say, if people don't have papers or, citizenships or anything like that, they're going to overlook that. They want everybody to come forward and speak up. They're saying that even the death penalty is on the table. So if I can bring any kind of light to this case, I want to, and I hope that everybody will share this. Hey, Mayberry. Yay. And I hope you have a great day at work also. But they're urging everybody, no matter what, they want this guy. This happened in California. And we're going to watch a couple of clips and stuff. And I think it's very, very important that it gets out. I don't know, again, what good I can do, but I hope that I can do some type of good. No, this is about a soccer coach in California. He was a traveling soccer coach. Oscar Omar Hernandez death. He was a 13-year-old, and the coach was arrested after his body was found. So that's very important. We're going to watch this. Let's just watch a couple of things here. I want to get this out, and then we're going to watch the press conference. So bear with me just a minute. Let's see here. So, soccer coach missing teen. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Family and friends remember soccer coach murdered. Dead teens questioned by police. Okay. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Okay. Let's watch this one first.
Breaking news out of Oxnard. The body of a teenager has been found there.
We're told the boy matches the description of a teenager missing since Sunday. Julia Dang over the scene for us in News Chapter 4. Julia.
Michael, this could very well be the sad ending of that missing person investigation. We want to be clear, though, they have not positively identified the person who was found in the bushes here. This is going to be along North Harbor Boulevard in the Graff State
They have identified him now.
This is just north of Gonzales Road. So that boy, that 13-year-old boy who was reported missing to LAPD on Sunday, was initially believed to be in the city of Lancaster visiting a friend. But then LAPD LAPD, during the course of their days-long investigation, they got new intel after collaborating with the FBI. And there are FBI agents actually on scene here as I zoom in on this scene where they're still investigating the body that was found today. But they got new information pointing the investigation in the direction of Oxnard. And that is where they found a body, again, matching the description of that missing 13-year-old boy earlier today. So still unclear what the cause of death is for the person who was found here. And again, no positive identification just yet. We're live in News Chopper 4. Back to you.
Oscar Omar Hernandez was reported missing on Sunday, and today his body was discovered. NBC4's Macy Jenkins live in Ventura County with reaction from family members. Macy.
Hi, Robert. Well, the teen's family told NBC4 sister station Telemundo 52 that he was visiting someone he knew in Lancaster. Well, now the FBI and LAPD, along with Ventura County Sheriff's Department, are trying to piece together a timeline to figure out how his body ended up here in Oxnard.
No hay palabras, esto no se le deseo a nadie.
An LA County mother left with no words after learning the body of her 13-year-old son, Oscar Omar Hernandez, was discovered on a rural two-lane road in Oxnard on Wednesday. What started as a missing persons investigation, now a homicide investigation.
We believe we've discovered the body of a missing juvenile that was reported missing from the San Fernando Valley area of the city of Los Angeles.
LAPD Deputy Chief Alan Hamilton says the boy was reported missing when he didn't return home on Sunday. Tuesday, LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division took over the case.
This is always a tragedy when we find someone of this age that is deceased. And we, as the Los Angeles Police Department, promise that we are going to follow every lead.
Detectives now trying to figure out a timeline on how the boy made his way from LA County to Ventura County. His mother and sister told NBC4's sister station, Telemundo 52, they last saw Oscar when his father dropped him off at the train station in Pacoima to meet an acquaintance in Lancaster. His sister, Alejandra Hernandez Bautista, says Oscar wanted to take the trip to work on an art project.
Que las tenía llenas de pintura que no podía hablar mi hermano.
The sister says she called her brother to check up on him, and the acquaintance answered, saying Oscar's hands were wet from paint, so he couldn't pick up his phone. Later, she says the acquaintance insisted he'd returned Oscar to the train station to head home.
No se acordaba si era antes o después de la vía del tren.
She recalls the person couldn't remember exactly where he dropped the teen off. She asked him, how can you not remember if it was day or night? His mother now asking for justice.
Pido justicia nomás. Justicia le pido.
Deputy Chief Hamilton would not comment on the details of the investigation or the condition of the body, but
I am a dad of 4 boys.
had a message to pass along to his fellow parents.
The likelihood that something's going to happen is very rare, but parents need to be, and guardians, they need to be very aware of where their children are, what they're doing, and who they're doing it with.
Exactly.
Oscar's mom describes her son as a lovable kid who got along with everyone and had a bright future that was taken away by evil. Now, the detectives believe that the body belongs to the 13-year-old, but they have to wait for official confirmation from the medical examiner's office. Reporting live in Ventura County tonight, Macy Jenkins, NBC4 News.
The FBI and LAPD are investigating the discovery of the body of a teenage boy in Oxnard. Investigators say he matches the description of a missing 13-year-old from the San Fernando Valley. NBC4's Brittany Hope is live in Sun Valley, where that young boy went to school. Brittany.
Hi, Annabelle. It was a really hard morning this morning at drop-off. Students tell me 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez was in the 7th grade here. Students who didn't even know him personally say that they had heard one of their classmates had gone missing and then was killed. And we saw students across grade levels wearing black today to honor him.
I really feel bad for Oscar Omar because he was only 13. He had a whole life ahead of him. He was very cheerful.
Aww.
He didn't pick up fights nor nothing. I posted everybody wear black tomorrow to show love for Omar.
And why did you post that?
To show love for Omar and to make sure he's not forgotten.
He's a really nice kid. He's very cheerful. And just like if you talk to him, he will talk to you back, and he's really kind. It's just so sad and heartbreaking because you never thought like someone you have known will actually be gone. It was very shocking. My dad is friends with his dad, And when I learned that he got missing, I'm like, I wonder how the family's thinking, because it's very devastating how your child can go missing visiting a friend or something like that.
It's a pride for me.
He was just in my PE class.
What was he like?
He was nice.
It sucks. You can't trust nobody. My condolences to the families, and I know it hurts.
A spokesperson with the LA Unified School District sent us the message shared with the Sun Valley Magnet School community. It said in part, "I am saddened to report the recent death of one of our students off campus. On behalf of our entire school community, I want to offer my deepest condolences to those who are impacted by this loss, including the student's family, friends, and school personnel." The district does tell us that crisis counselors are here on campus today to help any student who might need it. I've been in contact with LAPD all throughout the day. They don't have any updates so far in this case, but we do know that they are working hand in hand with the Ventura County Sheriff's Department and the FBI. Reporting in Sun Valley, Brittany Hope, NBC4 News.
New details this afternoon about the body of a teenage boy that was found in Oxnard. He is believed to be the San Fernando Valley teenager who disappeared over the weekend.
NBC4's Carmen Dickinson live for us in Sun Valley.
You know, oh God, I can't even imagine what his family is going through. I can't imagine. It's honestly sad. It's very, very sad. All right, let's go to this next one. We need to get this out. Hold on.
Omar Hernandez was just 13 years old. His body found miles from home last week. Just within the hour, we learned a suspect has been arrested and charged with murder. Eyewitness News reporter Sid Garcia has the breaking story. He joins us live now in downtown LA. Sid.
Mark and Giovanna, as you mentioned, it was the young man's soccer coach who's been in custody. He was arrested on an unrelated charged with sexual assault of a 16-year-old. Today, he now faces a murder charge with special allegations. Let me show you who we're talking about. He is 43-year-old Mario Garcia Aquino. Again, he's been charged with murder with special circumstances. He's also been charged with sexual assault dating back to an incident back in 2024. He lives in the Palmdale area, but was a soccer coach for a club in Sylmar in the San Fernando Valley. The LA County District Attorney and the Sheriff's Department and LAPD saying that there could be other victims of the suspect, and they want you to take a good look at this picture. Life without parole is what Mr. Garcia Aquino could be facing, and the death penalty could be on the table as well. In the other case, he's charged with sexual assault of a 16-year-old. He is due in court tomorrow. Now, let's talk about the victim. The victim is 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez of North Hollywood. According to family, Oscar got on a Metrolink train a little over a week ago to help his soccer coach at a complex in Palmdale. That's where the coach lives. Last week, Oscar's body was found on the side of a road in Oxnard. The Ventura County coroner positively identifying that as Oscar Omar Hernandez. Mario Garcia Aquino was arrested last week on the sexual assault charge. Now he's facing the murder charge.
Yeah,
the LA County
District
Attorney, Nathan Hochman, this is what he had to say about the charges against
He don't
Garcia
ever need to be out
Aquino.
on the
Take a
streets.
listen.
The charges allege that Mario Edgardo Garcia Aquino, on that date of March 28, 2025, murdered Omar Hernandez in Lancaster. Mr. Garcia Aquino was his soccer coach. And on that day, Omar Hernandez went up to Lancaster to see Mr. Garcia Aquino. 2 days later, he was reported missing. And on April 2nd, 2025, last week, his body was found in Oxnard off a road near Leo Carrillo State Beach.
Mario Garcia Aquino, 43 years old, from the Palmdale area, charged with murder with special circumstances, also a sexual assault of a minor dating back to February of last year. The LA County Sheriff's Department, the DA's office, and the LAPD want his picture out there because they strongly believe that there could be other victims, and they're urging those, if you believe you've been the victim of this gentleman, to give them a call. You could be anonymous or just go ahead and go straight to either the LAPD or the LA County Sheriff's Department. It was the LAPD who arrested him in the city of Los Angeles and then turned over to the LA County Sheriff's Department. Again, Mario Garcia Aquino is due in court tomorrow for his arraignment. Reporting live from downtown LA at the Hall of Justice, I'm Sid Garcia, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC 7 content.
Okay. So, yeah, and I feel definitely sorry for all of them. And we were thinking about those kids a while ago at the schools. Think about all those times that, excuse me, think about all those kids at the school when something happens to these kids that, think about that. Think about that. They have to go through counseling. They have to be in fear and all that stuff. You're putting unnecessary stress on all these kids. Good morning, Summers Army, and everybody coming in. Hello, hello. All right, so let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, here's one. Hold on.
This isn't the first time the accused murderer has been under investigation by the Sheriff's Department and the LAPD. NBC4's Darsha Phillips continues our team coverage now with reaction to that. Darsha.
Carolyn, the DA filed charges against Garcia Aquino just last week for an unrelated sexual assault charge that allegedly happened last year. Today, Omar's family asking why it took so long to file those charges and why the 43-year-old suspect was still allowed to coach youth soccer. Family and friends gather for a vigil for Oscar Omar Hernandez.
He's been a really, really nice, respectful, kind, funny person since elementary.
The 13-year-old who went by Omar had many friends at Sun Valley Middle School.
When he would walk into the room, everyone would it would just brighten the entire room, which was the best part because if someone was down, he would just make your day.
His friends say Omar loved to play soccer.
He was just funny. He will make everyone laugh. We will play soccer together. He would just goof around and practice. And then, he just make everyone laugh.
His soccer coach, 43-year-old Mario Edgardo Garcia Aquino, now behind bars for the 7th grader's murder.
Hey, Justin. Oh, please, Justin.
Be careful now.
Please cover this.
Whoever you go out with, even though you trust them, you never know. You never know what can happen.
The family learned the coach was investigated by the LAPD and by the Sheriff's Department for 2 separate
You'll see this
sexual
press
assault
conference in a
cases.
minute. They're
The
excusing
LAPD says the victim in their
anybody
investigation did not
that don't even have
cooperate.
papers.
The DA charged Garcia Aquino with assault with intent to commit rape just last week for an incident that happened in February of 2024 involving a 16-year-old boy in Palmdale. Omar's family now asking why Garcia Aquino wasn't charged sooner for that crime and why he was still allowed to coach youth soccer.
God bless you,
saying
honey.
if action had been taken, Omar would still be alive. Now, the DA says the reason for the delay in the 2024 incident is because the charges in that crime had to be thoroughly investigated. Reporting live tonight from Sun Valley, I'm Darsha Phillips, NBC4 News.
I love you, Mayberry. Thank you, honey. All right, and then we have one more, which is let me stop this one, which is I believe it's the press conference, and I definitely want y'all to hear this because this is very important. And yeah, anything that y'all can cover or share, this press conference really needs to get out, in my opinion. It's very important, and I wanted to play it last. Let's go here. Okay, hold on.
Thank you very much for
Here we
joining
go.
us today. My name is Nathan Hockman. I'm the District Attorney of Los Angeles County. Up here with me, we're joined by Los Angeles Police Chief Jim McDonnell, Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert Luna. Also at the podium is FBI Special Agent in Charge
Soccer
Ted
coach.
Docks,
Hold on.
LAPD Assistant Chief Blake Chow, LAPD Deputy.
Justin, this is a soccer coach. Actually, it's a traveling soccer coach. And he is 43 years old. And he murdered a 13-year-old boy that was on his soccer team. And they think there's more victims out there, and they are begging them to come forward, no matter how embarrassing, no matter if they are even legal or not. They will protect them. They don't even care about that or anything. It's unbelievable. And they are putting the death penalty on the table, and it's just, they're begging. They said there may even be missing kids on the table. So just listen to this press conference and it's going to tell you everything. But they got bulletins out there and everything. Oh shoot, hold on. Oh.
Chief, Head of Detectives Alan Hamilton. From the District Attorney's Office, we had Head Deputy of Major Crimes Craig Hume, along with Deputy District Attorneys Paul Thompson and Nagim Mostadim. Also with me, directly to my left, are Oscar Omar Hernandez's sister, Alejandra Hernandez, his mother, Gladys Bautista, and Oscar's father, Oscar Daniel Hernandez. Today, I'm announcing the charge of murder with special circumstances against Mario Edgardo Garcia Aquino.
Yes, ma'am.
Who's 43 years old. Mr. Garcia Aquino murdered 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez on March 28th, 2025. And when I say that charges have been brought, I want to make it clear that charges themselves are not evidence, that a defendant is presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. The charges allege that Mario Edgardo Garcia Aquino, on that date of March 28, 2025, murdered Omar Hernandez
Yes, ma'am.
in Lancaster. Mr. Garcia Aquino was his soccer coach. And on that day, Omar Hernandez went up to Lancaster to see Mr. Garcia Aquino. 2 days later, he was reported missing. And on April 2nd, 2025, last week, his body was found in Oxnard off a road near Leo Carrillo State Beach. We have also announcing the charges, again, separate charges, against Mr. Garcia Aquino from a February 22nd, 2024 felony of assault with intent to commit a lewd act
Thank you, Angel
against a
White.
different individual, a 16-year-old
Woohoo!
young man
Whoever
in
got those 5
Palmdale.
memberships, please thank Angel
Mr.
White.
Garcia Aquino faces at least life without the possibility
Love
of parole
you.
on the murder charge and 6 years in prison with respect to the felony count of assault with intent to commit a lewd act. These cases are tragic, and the Hernandez family, you have our deepest sympathy for a loss that words cannot even begin to describe. Our role, though, is to bring justice to this family and to hold the person responsible for these brutal, heinous, unspeakable, unthinkable acts, hold them accountable, and prosecute and punish them to the full extent of the law. Now, as part of this investigation, we are asking that if there are any potential victims of Mr. Garcia Aquino, and they're out there, that we have put his picture out with our press release. And we are asking anyone with information or any victims to come forward to the Los Angeles Police Department's Juvenile Division Abused Child Unit, and they can call 818-374-5415 or the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Special Victims Bureau at 877-710-5273. And if anyone wants to come forward anonymously, they can come forward by phone to the Los Angeles Regional Crime Stoppers Hotline at 800-222-8477. I'd like to now introduce Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert Luna to say some words.
Thank you, Mr. Hochman, and good afternoon to everybody. Being up here, presenting this information is never easy, but on behalf of the men and women of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, very sorry for your loss. Lo sentimos mucho de todo lo que pasó. I'm here today specifically seeking additional victims on a child sexual abuse case involving 43-year-old Mario Garcia Aquino from the Palmdale area. Garcia Aquino was a youth travel soccer coach with the Hurricane Valley Boys Soccer Club in the Sylmar area, working with different age divisions. He had no reported criminal history. In February of 2024, Garcia Aquino befriended a Sylmar family who allowed their juvenile son to stay with him at his residence in Palmdale. The family subsequently filed a criminal report at Palmdale Sheriff's Station alleging sexual abuse of their child. This case was assigned to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Special Victims Bureau North Team, who is tasked with investigating both physical and sexual abuse of children, including adult felonious sexual assaults. During the investigation and while working with the Los Angeles County District Attorney's office from the Antelope Valley Courthouse, detectives learned that there was another unrelated child sexual abuse case being handled by the Los Angeles Police Department's Foothill Division involving Garcia Aquino. On April 2nd, 2025, the new information from both the Sheriff's Department and the Police Department cases, the District Attorney's Office filed one felony count of assault with intent to commit a sexual offense on Mario Garcia Aquino. Based on the nature of the offenses, Special Victims Bureau detectives believe there may be additional victims. Anyone with information regarding this case or who believes that they may have been a victim is urged to contact the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Special Victims Bureau at 877-710-5273, or you can contact any of your local sheriff stations. I just want to make an additional comment to that because we're really urging anybody in the public, once you see the photos of this individual, that if you may have been a victim, please come forward. I know it's not easy. I know it could be either embarrassing, you don't want to tell somebody, but it's very important that we bring justice not only to the family here to my left, but any families that may have been victimized by this. And I want to add an additional comment that if for some reason anybody fears coming forward, even as a youth or a family, because you may be here undocumented, we're not going to ask about that. Please, you need to come forward. We will assist you, whether it's our department, the Los Angeles Police Department, the LA County District Attorney's Office. Any of us are going to wrap our arms around you and make sure that you get the appropriate services, we guide you the right way, and we protect you as well. Thank you very much.
Now I'd like to call up Los Angeles Police Department Chief Jim McDonald.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, and thank you for your continued attention and coverage on this deeply tragic case. Before I begin, I want to just take a moment to acknowledge the profound loss endured by the family of Oscar Omar Hernandez. On behalf of the Los Angeles Police Department, I extend our deepest condolences. And while no words can lessen their grief, please know that we're fully committed to pursuing justice for their son. I'd also like to extend my appreciation to our partners whose combined efforts led to today's charges. Thank you to the District Attorney, the FBI, Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, the Ventura County Sheriff's Department, and the Ventura County Coroner for the help that they provided. I also want to particularly thank LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division and LAPD's Major Crimes Division for the time, patience, and expertise that they dedicated to this case. While we all hoped for a different outcome, their hard work has helped ensure that this dangerous individual is no longer a threat to the public. When this was a missing persons case that RHD picked up and put everything they had into it, brought in Major Crimes, and the resources with all of our partners here left no stone unturned. And so I'm thankful for the collaboration that we see here and the ability we have to be able to mobilize on a case like this that is so tragic, and to be able to get some level of closure. And as Sheriff Luna mentioned, I share the same sentiments. If anybody is a victim out there, please come forward. There are no obstacles, and we will treat it as sensitively as it needs to be treated. But justice should be served in this. So I won't go into the details of the case. That's already been talked over here. But any questions you have, I'll kick it back to the District Attorney. Thank you all.
So we will now take myself, Sheriff Luna, and Chief McDonald will now take questions. After we're done taking questions, Maria Ramirez, where are you? Over there. For the Spanish media, Maria Ramirez will then give a brief overview of what we've been doing and then takes questions in Spanish as well.
District Attorney, before we begin, will the family say anything?
Not at this press conference.
Luz Delia Caballero with CBS KCAL. A question for Sheriff Luna or yourself. Specifically for that assault charge back in February of 2024, did it happen in February of 2024, or was it initially reported in February of 2024?
The date at which it happened, as the charges reflect, is February 22nd, 2024. And that's in Palmdale.
What can you tell us about the circumstances surrounding the arrest? Was there cooperation? Where did it happen?
The arrest, again, with respect to how the individual was arrested so quickly, in some respects, after the March 28th murder, those investigative techniques will be discussed in the appropriate court when we present the additional evidence that shows that Mr. Garcia Aquino committed this murder, as well as the additional acts of which he's
That is home, though, District Attorney. Where was he arrested? Where is he taken into custody?
I believe it. I'll check if I might with Chief Hamilton.
Good afternoon, Alan Hamilton, Chief of Detectives, LAPD. He was taken into custody in the city of Los Angeles, and he was then subsequently transferred to the custody of the Sheriff's Department.
Was he at work, Alan?
He was not at work.
When it comes to talking about additional victims, do those additional victims include perhaps missing children who you fear may have met a similar demise?
We don't predetermine who the additional victims of this particular defendant are. What we're by putting his picture out there and having this press conference as well, and hopefully using the tools that you'll be able to use to get our message out far and wide, we are seeking anyone who recognizes this particular individual as someone that victimized them to come forward to law enforcement. Whether, again, they want to come forward anonymously, come forward to any police department or sheriff station, or use the call-in numbers.
But are we looking at potential missing children cases that possibly could be linked to this, Sheriff?
We're looking at everything. And that's why it's kind of unique for it's the District Attorney's press conference, but you see us up here in partnership with LAPD, with the FBI. We're working with every agency, and that's why we're really pleading with the community that if you know anything, you've heard anything, or maybe you think somebody's missing, or loved one's missing, call us. Let us check. Let us check all the information. You have the most amazing detectives from all of our agencies that are capable, very capable, and they'll all be working on it.
I'm just trying to interpret this, Sheriff. Is it that you're confident there are additional victims, or you fear there are additional victims, or both?
I would say both at this time. There's always a fear that there's more victims, and we want to make sure that we account for everybody that's out there.
D.A. Hoffman, he was arrested on that earlier sexual assault case, but he wasn't charged. Can you speak to that, to the difficulty of it? And also, we're talking about the most vulnerable citizens, children who cannot protect themselves. Where is the system failing that this child was not protected?
So he was arrested. When he was arrested, it was actually on the February 2024 charge, because that was the first charge that was brought forward. Today, he was actually charged with the murder charge for March 28th. So again, as far as dealing with the most vulnerable victims, we agree with you. Part of the reason for this press conference is to get the message out to the victims and even their families that if they have been victimized by this particular individual, Mr. Garcia Aquino, to come forward in order to bring justice to not just the Hernandez family, but to every family that's been victimized by this individual.
But if he had been arrested on that earlier alleged offense, he wouldn't have been on the streets, and he certainly would not be working as a coach.
In order to develop the evidence for any particular offense, as we will be providing in court, it doesn't happen overnight. So even though that original offense occurred back in February of 2024, that investigation started approximately within weeks of that particular investigation. But you have to actually go through all the different parts of an investigation before you ever get to an arrest warrant. You know, we want in every single case, we want justice to be as speedy as possible. But we got to get it right out. And we have to make sure that at the time we end up charging someone, we have the evidence to prove it. So when we filed and got the arrest warrant on the earlier case, he was actually arrested. And unfortunately, he had committed this case as well.
District Attorney, you said murder with special circumstances. So you've opened up the avenue for the death penalty to pursue that?
So yes, the death penalty is eligible. He is eligible under a murder with special circumstances charge for either life without the possibility of parole or the death penalty. We have recently instituted a new death penalty policy in which we will be evaluating whether or not the death penalty is appropriate for this particular case.
Can you talk about Oscar's death? How was he killed? We haven't heard from the coroner's office.
I think I can speak to that and heard from the coroner's office. At the point at which that information becomes public, we will certainly share it with the public. But we don't have the actual details of how he was killed at this exact moment, nor do we have all the reports that will come in when the coroner produces his or her reports.
Are you able to offer more details as to how you found the body?
Not at this time. There's certain investigative techniques were used to both find the body and find the murderer of Omar Hernandez within days.
God, I feel so sorry
Those
for the
investigative
parents.
techniques and the evidence that came from them will be shared in court at the appropriate time.
The suspect and the victim, both minorities. Does that make your job more difficult because certain people can sort of exist in the shadows? Can you speak
Thank
to
you,
that?
honey.
Sheriff, do you want to speak to that one?
Love you.
This is specifically why I mentioned the fact that if somebody is afraid to come forward because they're afraid of what may happen to them because they may be undocumented, that needs to go away. Here, no matter what your documentation status is, we have a young man that was killed, murdered. That matters. And it should matter to everyone else out there.
That's the part I want everybody to hear and understand. And that's very important. And anybody that can spread this video and this word, English, Spanish, however you can get this information out, this man needs to stay behind bars. And these people, as embarrassing as it is, can stay anonymous, but they need to come forward and save not only themselves from this man ever getting out, but hurting anyone else ever again. Stop him from ever hurting anyone else again.
And that's why we're urging the public, whether we fear of it or we think there's other victims, whatever the circumstances may be, whether you speak the language or you don't, I don't care where you come from, please come forward. Let us know right away. But you do ask a good question because people are afraid. And that's why we're out here. We're embracing this and saying, please come forward. We will assist you. We will bring people forward that speak the language, the right services. So we embrace it.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, Maria Ramirez, we'll all excuse ourselves this way. And then Maria Ramirez, if you want to
Do we have a court appearance, District Attorney?
I'm sorry?
Do we have a court appearance?
Tomorrow in Department 30 should be the arraignment.
So sad.
Unclear as to when. It'll either be a morning calendar or an afternoon calendar.
Thank you.
And you've been listening to a news conference about the arrest of Mario Edgardo Garcia Aquino. He was a soccer coach for a club team in which Oscar Omar Hernandez, the 13-year-old victim, was a young man that was connected with that soccer coach.
So there you have it. That's why I wanted to come on here this morning and just share that with you. And, you know, please, if you know something, speak up. If you think you know something like this that's going on and maybe you suspect and it's not you, please turn that in, because maybe a child or a teen don't have the mindset or something to do so themselves. Maybe they're in a vulnerable position and or are being threatened. So help them out. If you see something, say something. You know, so please, this is just very important. And I felt it was noteworthy when this came to me. Thank you, ML Blunt, for bringing this to me. And it's just very, again, very, it's very, again, very important in my opinion. Thank you, Justin, for covering it this evening. At least bring some light to it. I really appreciate it. I think it will at least help. Maybe we can get somebody out there, if they are a victim, to come forward, you know, at least anonymous. Because also, too, they have it in Crime Stoppers, and that definitely is 100,000%, you know, no contact. A lot of people don't know that. Crime Stoppers is 100%, no contact. No contact. So, anyway, I thank you for joining me this morning. I will be back on here sometime today with Sebastian, something about Sebastian. And I will put it out here. I don't care if it's Nixon Lives or not. Please keep Sebastian Rogers out here and his name and face. We know he has been missing from his Hendersonville home since February 25th, 2024. And Hendersonville, Tennessee, Sumner County. He's now 16, but he was 15 when he went missing. He was last seen with his mother on video camera at Texas Roadhouse restaurant in Hendersonville, Tennessee. And he is male, white, brown hair, brown eyes. He wears glasses. He's 5'5", 120 pounds. And if you have any information on him, please call 615-451-3838 or 1-800-TBI-FIND. And there is a $50,000 reward by the FBI and a $397,000 reward from Dog, the Bounty Hunter. And you can call 1-833-TELL-DOG. Nothing is too small. Nothing. If you know something, say something, please. And share this information out, and hopefully, we can get all this settled on for all these kids. Something good will happen. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for any super chats. Thank you for the memberships. I love all y'all, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.